everybody. This is Janna Starr. I'm the Facilities and Events Manager and Sustainability Officer at the North Carolina Botanical Garden, which is a part of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And today we're going to do a quick presentation on how to go beyond green and talking about sustainability in the public garden world and how we can get beyond green. So the North Carolina Botanical Garden, or NCBG, is a conservation garden, and we're focused on native plants. Our primary focus is really to help educate visitors on how they can garden for themselves and also for wildlife. So you can see that in our display gardens and in our climate resilient plants and the use of biodiversity as a theme that we have at the garden. Land and plant conservation is a big part of what we do. We maintain over 1,000 acres of nature preserves, and some of those are open to the public as well. We also have a strong focus on research on rare plants and also seed banking, in addition to an herbarium of dried plant specimen on campus. Water conservation is another big focus for the garden, and you can see this both in our hardscapes and in our landscapes, how we save water. So you'll see permeable pavers in our parking lot, and you'll see bioswales in our landscapes, which help to retain and divert stormwater. And we also harvest the rainwater that we use for irrigation at the garden through a variety of cisterns. We also focus on saving energy through solar panels on our roof, through geothermal wells underground, and also the orientation of our buildings maximize natural sunlight, decreasing the need for artificial lighting inside of our spaces. We also hope that we create natural spaces that are healing spaces. So with our peaceful landscapes and intentional landscapes, we hope that people get to enjoy time in nature by themselves and with their friends and family. And we also provide miles of paths for hiking and being out in nature. And so during this time, during the pandemic, we've been really fortunate to offer those trails to the public. We also have lighting and air quality as a focus. So we've got upper windows inside our spaces, which really promote the natural lighting and reducing overhead lights inside. And most of our windows are operable, which enhances our air quality and will also help staff to return to the garden during this pandemic because of more circulation and healthy air. We focused on a staff wellness initiative in the last few years. This has been focused for staff offerings in a program like guided walks and yoga series, and we're working on a mindfulness series as well geared for staff, and we hope to offer this to the public. So we kind of use these staff wellness programs as a pilot for future public programs that we're able to offer. Current programs that serve our community, we have a lot of programs that get people outside, especially our youth and family programs and our summer camps. Also, our adult education classes focused on biology and also botanical art. And we have a horticulture therapy program that uses gardening for people of all abilities. And that's been a program we've been doing for a long time here at the garden. We've really built a culture of sustainability at the garden. You can see that through our recycling and food scrap composting, both back of house and front of house, and also our low waste potlucks. Whenever we have celebration, we make sure to BYOP, bring your own plate, to really encourage the use of sustainable and reusable materials. Also, all of our events that take place, even our rentals, have green requirements. We ask that everyone uses compostable or reusable dishes. They have to follow strict green decoration rules. Single-use water bottles are prohibited on our site. And all of our events have to work with an approved caterers list. So they work with one of our caterers who's been vetted and really displays sustainability. At the garden, we also have a sustainability committee that focuses on different initiatives and an internship here. We're putting up a window covering that helps prevent bird collisions. That's one of the things identified by the committee. And we also did a new podcast called Plant Power, which is focused on climate change and native plants. So make sure to check out Plant Power if you haven't already. Some sustainable programs that we offer and are a part of at the garden are really scaled from like the local level here at the university to a global scale. So we do have LEED Platinum facilities here at the garden. So we're part of the US Green Building Council, but we also participate in bigger initiatives across the state and the country and the world. So this is a complex slide to go over very quickly, but you'll see that sustainability, and this is in the center, we're trying to move from thinking about sustainability instead of just green and doing less harm, but to a more regenerative approach. So thinking about a living system design and kind of moving to doing more good and helping heal the earth and promote the earth through our buildings and our practices. So looking to our future, this is our dream building, is going to be a living building, is the hope, one that generates more energy than it consumes. And really everything is treated on site with the wastewater and energy produced on site. So that's our hope, and we hope to really be a sustainable place, and we hope that you can be green with us. So I hope you learned something. I'm Janna. Thanks so much for your time.